Hey everybody, I just got back from California and hiking the John Muir Trail, but before we get into the video I do want to take a second to address the fact that how extremely lucky I was as far as the wildfires that are going on out there. I was able to get started in Yosemite Valley, finish on Mount Whitney, but once I was done, you know, the reality of all the wildfires and people that have lost their property and even their lives, I just kind of want to take a second just to acknowledge that fact and to recognize those that are, you know, risking their lives to fight these fires. So while I get to go out there and have a little bit of fun and hike the John Muir Trail, you know, there's a lot of people that are going through some tough times out there due to these fires. So that being said, let's take a look at the video. Made it to Mammoth Lakes. I'm here at the Mammoth Mountain Inn, getting settled in for the evening, catching the 6:15 Yards bus into Yosemite in the morning and go get my permit and get started on Monday. So kind of a mixture of anxiety and excitement, ready to get this thing started. Met on the way out of the airport on the shuttle over here. Met actually 4 other people that are going to be hiking the trail. 3 of them are going to get started at the same time I am, so I'll probably see them again out there. A little bit of trail community already started, so we'll see if we see those guys out on the trail. But yeah, all 4 of us traveling alone, and all 4 of us had folks back home asking us if we were crazy for traveling alone. So like I said, I might start this thing alone, but there's going to be plenty of folks out on the trail, so super excited to get going. John Muir Trail 2018. Alright, so just getting started on the trail this morning. It's about 1.5 miles from the campground up to the John Muir Trail where it begins at Happy Isles. About halfway there. Got into Yosemite yesterday. Real smoky in the valley, got a bunch of fires going on. Seems like it's getting worse every year out here in California, but got my permit, things went pretty flawless. Also got a chance yesterday to meet a famous park ranger, Shelton Johnson. He's been in a number of documentaries, so that was kind of surreal. Shook his hand and told him I was a fan, and I guess that just means I'm a big nerd. But anyway, here on the banks of the Merced River, on my way up to Happy Isles. Yeah, I'm getting ready to get this thing started. Again, somewhere between 10 and 16 miles today, probably between 4,000 and 6,000 feet of elevation gain, depending on how far I get. So it's gonna be a big day. John Muir Trail here. Climbing out of the valley, I always forget how steep this is. Even if I remind myself, it's like, whew, still pretty straight uphill for the first handful of miles, so sweating my tail off. But I'm out here getting started, so day one underway. Day one. I made it about 11 miles and about 5,500 feet of elevation gain out of the valley. Man, that is still tough. My feet feel good. These new Ultra Temps are working great. Sometimes wish I wasn't trying to be Ansel Adams and carrying this heavy camera gear around, but other than that, everything's working well. You know, just really long day. I'm going pretty slow with all the uphill. So, into the end of the day, time to have a little dinner, and I'll be going to bed early. You know, I said I wanted to get somewhere between 10 and 16 miles. Well, 16 was probably the ego talking, and 10 was probably the body talking. So here I am at about 11.5 or 12. So, I guess the body won out over the ego, so. I did forget to mention that when I was eating lunch today, there was a coyote that, man, he was kind of trotting along, probably passed no more than 15 yards from me, so that was kind of cool. Anyway, yeah, I thought I'd throw that in there at the end as I'm finishing up my dinner. Don't think I'll buy any more of the honey lime chicken, by the way. Not one of my favorites, but it's got calories right now. That's kind of the important thing. So I will be finishing this. So there you go. Alright, and this time I'm pretty sure I mean until tomorrow. We'll see ya. Alright, just getting up this morning. Didn't think I'd be able to see much at sunrise, but the smoke settled enough in the valley kind of to see this peak out here. Oop, wherever it is, there we go. Ended up being a pretty nice little sunrise. Yeah, but time to get some breakfast and get on the road. Back on the trail, beginning of day 3. Stopped and had breakfast at the Tuolumne Meadows Grill this morning. Pretty good stuff. Nice non-freeze dried meal. Met lots of nice folks. Right now, today, probably just going to try to get about 9 miles to the base of Donahue Pass, and we'll go from there. A little sunburnt, got some sunscreen. Legs are feeling good. Everything's feeling pretty good. Knees are holding out, so life's good. 2 days and 24 miles down, just 16 days and 196 miles to go. So we'll catch you later on down the trail. Day 3, first break. Stopped here next to the Tuolumne River out here. I don't know if I mentioned this in any of the other ones, but man, I am feeling pretty lucky to be out here. To have a job that allows me to have 3 weeks off, to being lucky enough to get a permit, and here I am, underway on day 3. It's a beautiful place. the smoke in the valley kind of put a damper on things as far as that goes, but up in the higher country now, and doesn't seem like the smoke is as much as an issue, so I'm a little short on mileage than I thought I would be, but we'll see if we can pick it up a little bit later on once I get acclimated and get some trail legs under me. But all in all, just a beautiful, beautiful place. All right, morning of day 4. Broke camp, starting to head up Donahue Pass, or at least the first part of it. Got about 3 miles and 2,000 feet to climb to get to the top of Donahue Pass. Then a couple of things I've been really looking forward to: Thousand Island Lake and Garnet Lake. Probably stay at Garnet Lake tonight. I'm pretty excited to see that for myself. Uphill we go. We'll see how this works out. All right, see you on down the trail. This is absolutely ridiculous, folks. Beautiful stuff. All the way down Lyle Canyon there. I couldn't be much more lucky than walking this trail, so I mean, holy cow. That is ridiculous stuff. But here I am, just about to the top of Donahue Pass. Alright, made it to the top of Donahue Pass. Pretty crazy place. Yeah. Oh, got a marmot sneaking up behind me. See that guy? Anyway, on my way down now, as we get done leaving Yosemite National Park and heading into Ansel Adams Wilderness, which is part of the Inyo National Forest. So, pass number 1 done. There's quite a few of these, so, but number 1 done, a little over 11,000 feet. Time to head back down. See you on later down the trail. Night 4, and I got myself a pretty kick-ass campsite here at Garnet Lake. So check this out. Here is the tent, and if I don't trip over anything, we walk out over this little trail here. What do we have but Banner and Ritter Peak over Garnet Lake? I've got my own little peninsula here. So pretty sweet. So today really kind of made it feel like the trip was actually getting started. Coming up over Donahue Pass and getting to see Thousand Island Lake, and now being able to camp at Garnet Lake. It really feels like the trip is real now for sure. 4 days in, so only 14 more days to go. Tomorrow we got about 14 miles into Reds Meadow to pick up my first resupply, and we'll see. Probably stay there the night. Hopefully get a nice hamburger, and we'll holler at you then.